Hello everybody and good morning. Hello my weary travelers and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheela Ornthalis and I'll be your hostess this afternoon. Today's kitchen special is waffles with a fruit bar. Plus we've got that really nice like airy fluffy spreadable butter. It's very good. Plus some real actual maple syrup. Guaranteed to be authentic, not just the thickened sugar water that you might get as standard syrup elsewhere. And it looks like Alexia is currently available for a full service package, if you know what I mean. But if you see anything or anyone else on the menu that you're interested in, just let me know and we'll see what we can do. Hello Kiwi, hello Coleman, how are you two doing today? Yes, we've got strawberries, we've got blueberries, we've got raspberries, we have lingonberries. I'm not sure what those are, but they are delicious. I don't ask me where they came from. Like, obviously, like they were supplied by our farm across the street, but I don't know what their source of origin is. But they are absolutely delicious. Thank you very much for the coin toss, PNG Boomer. I appreciate you. So yeah, let's see. Today we are returning to Hytale for the 13th time on stream. I have been doing some work on a personal project off stream that I may get to talking about at some point. But importantly, last time we got about halfway done with setting up the groundwork and the layout for the Hytale server version of the Come and Go Tavern. So we'll be continuing with that project. I'm hoping to actually get that finished today. And if we do, we may start looking into flooring materials. I have a lot of hopes for some new types of wood, or at least new to me, lumber that I picked up while kind of like tagging along with Kiwi. Oh, goodness gracious, when was that? Wasn't last night, night before, I think? I think it was Saturday night. But in any case, as always, we will see where the day takes us, and I'll be yammering along the way. So, I will also be available for Sunday for you. Okay, well, it may have been Sunday for me then. Oh, right, because today's Tuesday, so it would have been Sunday then. Yes, you are correct. But anywho, I'll be available for comments, questions, and concerns about the tavern, as well as a regular old conversation. So don't be afraid to fill that chat with discussion. And once again, I have realized far too late that I'm put my foot pedal way too far away from me, but there it is. So let's head over into the dulcet tones of Sea Power from the Disco Elysium soundtrack. Alrighty. This is such a good soundtrack. I love it to death. I've also added a little bit more furniture around here. It's not filled, the house isn't filled out just yet, but you know, we're starting to have a real place here. Oh, and it is of course nighttime, so silly me. Let's go ahead and sleep real quick so we're not working in the dark. There we go. We do have a mod running now so that even if there are multiple people on the server, we are not having to deal with everybody sleeping all at once just to start things off. Plus there's a dash option now, which I have learned the hard way on ye tall ass staircase not to use incorrectly. But yeah, that's part of the project that I was talking about before. Basically, I'm building a castle, but with an interesting twist. But we'll come to that later. But did we finally get the some sleep mod working again? Yes, we did. I think it's called something else now, but like basically it's like single sleep or some sleep or something like that. Single sleep. So not everybody has to be sleeping all at once for it to work. Ooh, and we've gone over into Nightmare Cart, which should be getting a DLC soon if I recall correctly. Okay, so let's do some rearranging here. Oh, okay, so I did a lot of dusting this morning before stream because, like, I didn't have any games that I particularly wanted to play to warm myself up this morning. And so I may occasionally need to mute myself in order to sneeze. Hopefully I can get to that mute button each time. If not, I apologize. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up my map. on my third screen here. Oh goodness. Where'd it go? There'd it go. Okay, so let's carry on where we were before. We were just done installing all of the layout for the bedrooms. Okay, let's see. This was originally 4 squares. 4 times 5 is going to be 20. Divided by 3 is going to be a gross number. What's that? 7 and some change? No, 6 and some change. Yeah, 6 2/3. So theoretically, I could go either 6 or 7 blocks. Or 5, 6. I'm gonna go 6 because we're also having to account for thickness of the walls. This is where those windows start. They have the same thickness as... or not the same thickness, the same width as our private rooms over there, our premium rooms. And we're gonna do a slight enclosure. There'll be a gate here. This is kind of a low-slung garden that operates as like a viewing window. Essentially, each of these large private rooms has large bay windows that allow them to look in on a private show hallway, shall we call it. Now let's see, it's 2 blocks wide, so 10 feet, so we'll do 3 blocks here, which is approximately 9 feet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks over. 6 times 5 is going to be 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 block wide doorway. And then this just goes over. No. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That and I'll figure out the size of, okay, hang on, that would be, so this is one viewing window that faces directly towards that room, and then this is the other viewing window that faces, it's a little offset. Oh, interesting. Be really offset from where I wanted it to be. Interesting. What I'll do is I'm just going to fill that in a little bit. And again, this is different from how it appears on our actual ground plan. But that's kind of got to be what it's got to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. There, and then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Okay, cool. So we don't actually have this much wall in between the 2 viewing windows, but this is a little bit more offset from where I would normally like it to be. So like 3, that's gonna be 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. 2 block there, so 5, so that's going to be realistically like 3-ish feet. Okay, so now I'm running into an issue here. Let's take a look and look at our actual room spacing, shall we? Okay, so there's our showing room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So realistically, this should be 10 blocks. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But this is not going to be enough space for our dormitories if we do it this way. So what I may need to do is shrink the kitchen ever so slightly. Because then we would go 1 block over and then 2 blocks there. This should be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is 20, so that should be 6 blocks. And that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks would be there. So... yeah, what I'm going to do is I am going to shrink this portion by 1 block. Again, these conversions are not 100%. Oh, wait a minute. No, hang on. 1. Oh, no, we actually need to shrink it by 2 blocks. Excuse me. Or, well, no, that makes sense on that end, so I don't want to shrink that any. But I'm not overly bothered by shrinking this a little bit further, because we'll still be able to fit all the kitchen stuff in here. Just won't be quite as spacious as it is in my original measurements. There we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 5 is going to be 25, which leaves us with another weird number. 25 divided by 3. Yep, okay, 8 1/3. So we'll go with 8 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish. I'm not 100% happy with that. So that would put that there. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is there. So what I may need to do is narrow these by 1 block. Let's see what we can do about, because we're supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dorm rooms and then a closet on this row. Thank you very much for the coin toss, Mistborn. We are doing overly complicated math at this point. So 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, wall, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the wall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, wall. So that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that is 5 dorm rooms. How does that match up? Don't quite like that. That's, because this is kind of a shared storage area, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and narrow these by 1 block. And we'll see what that buys us. 5. How big does that feel on the inside? No, no. Now the bedrooms feel too small. Because again, this is like living dormitory. This is like a living area for the employees, and I don't want to make them feel squeezed. I don't know. It feels a little small to me. Because the idea is that you should be able to get comfortably either a double bed and all the accoutrements for a couple, or a couple of single beds in here for a shared room. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe that is fine. Okay, his bed takes up 2 blocks. You know what? No, that's fine. That'll be fine. I'm not having to worry about my actual employees, so I'm not gonna be too terribly bothered about it. So now we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you found that single beds in this game are actually 2 blocks wide. Interesting, interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. Wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is there. Is this too much of an adjustment? That's the question right now. One, two, three, four. There. And 2, 4. So door is there. Oh yeah, this last room was already too small anyway, so that actually helps mitigate some of. Oh, actually, that's not enough then. Oh, boo. We're gonna 4 here, 4 there, 1, 1, 4 and 4, 1 and 1. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, we're actually good, we're actually good. You really messed up the room you had pre-planned out. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be room 5. And then this would be the closet. So, we're basically looking at either a too small closet or a too large closet space. Well, that's annoying. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would go there then. Yeah, I think I would rather go for the too small closet. Okay, so bop. Okay, let's check our math one more time. So we have room 1, room 2, room 3, room 4, room 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then yeah, a small closet. Okay. So this part of the dorms is now done, but as you can see, I desperately need more material. So I am gonna run... Wait, I could have just done a straight shot through the future temple site. So well... Let's get some berries, because why not? Oh, Kiwi, did you notice that I offset the windows now? As I was filling out that second floor up there, I was like, you know what? If I offset the windows and do like half windows at the corners, I think it'll look really nice. And it'll vary the structure out nicely. And I think it's going to look really great. Yeah. Alright, so let's head down into Yield Mines. I've lost my pigeon friend. That's a bit sad, but in the update from the 0.4 to the 0.5 architecture, it seems like the spawns got nudged somehow. And so, like, animals are in a different place, mobs are in a different place than they were before. Which is cool, but also has resulted in some interesting interactions. Let's see, where, oh where? What level am I going to for this at this point? I'm gonna need dirt, no matter what I do, so grab some of that. Oh, I love the Boktai soundtrack, which is what we're listening to right now, and now I'm just yammering. But it's such a lovely soundtrack. Oh, that's right, we were into the thick of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and just start strip mining here. Ooh. So, how is everybody's day so far? It is a lovely Tuesday here. It is just about 72 degrees in my office, which is absolutely lovely for me. I know that's a little bit warm for some folks, but it is absolutely the perfect temperature for me personally. Don't know what temperature it is outside, but if I can stop for a second to look at my watch, I will be glad to let you all know. Oh, hello? Let's see, outside right now, ooh, it's pushing 80 degrees. And that is Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Actually, do I have my, nope, okay, my watch isn't set to display both. I wish there was a way I could get it to set to display both, but I haven't found a way. It wants me to choose one or the other, and if I try to use Celsius with anybody else who lives around here, they just kind of give me a squirrely eye. I know that's in somewhere in the mid-20s Celsius, though. Oh, I should see about getting the Advance Wars soundtracks in here. I don't know if if I would want to go for the classic ones or the remade ones used for Reboot Camp. If I can find the Reboot Camp ones, I would love to get those soundtracks into the mix. But I know the last time I went looking for them, it was a bit of a pain, so maybe, maybe not. Oh, wait. That actually is a place where I need to... It's 1, 2, 3, bop. 1, 2, 3, bop. 1, 2, 3, bop. 1, 2, 3, bop. 3, bop. 1, 2, 3, bop. 2, 3, bop. 3, bop. 2, 3, 2, 3, bop. Oh, and actually this row is about where I need to... Oops. That means what? Oh, have to move that over. Oh, that's not... There we go. And 3, bop, 1, 3, bop, 3, 1, 2, 3, bop. Wait, something funky hath occurred. Why are all of you off by 1? Use you. 1, 2, 3. I misaligned things. There we go. Yeah, no, I went and cooked my breakfast a little bit early this morning and got on a roll with Tom Scott videos, and so just listening to him talk, I was like, you know what, my hands are bored, I'm gonna start cleaning, which now I feel like I can still smell dust even though the air is fairly clear, which tells me that I inhaled more than I realized, which is not a good thing, but oh well, right? Okay. Alright, so this row is now clear. Here to be cleared. actually means I should have been digging a little further into the wall than I realized. But, oh well. Or maybe I'll readjust my math in just a second. Oh, I'm nearly out of repair kits, too. I might have enough leather to make some. I'll check when I go back upstairs. Let's see, we're what is that, 2 rows? Pass the torches over here. Okay, yeah, no, I mismanaged my math. I should have come back here and started that sweep. So this past Saturday was the release of the first chapter, technically a prologue, for the re-release of my first 5 books. This is going to be, basically I'm doing a whole bunch of editing to bring things up to my current writing standard, as well as to combine those first 5 books into a giant omnibus edition. Eventually it'll go on itch.io as well, and I am trying to record an audiobook version of the collection as well. It is a challenge, or at least it has been a bigger challenge than I expected so far, because while I'm used to doing like fairly standard voiceover work, narration is a whole different beast. And this entire prologue chapter has been nothing but narration. It'll get a little bit easier as I proceed into following chapters, because that's where dialogue starts coming into things, and that I'm a lot better at. But narration is it's a challenge for me, so it sounds a little bit more storybook in this prologue chapter than it's going to end up sounding. But I hope everybody enjoys it, nonetheless. Even if the style seems to shift a little bit from this prologue to what it's going to be in the following chapters. The audiobook part hasn't been posted yet, because, I don't know, I'm still waffling on whether I want to try and do another take to adjust how the mood sounds or not, but, you know, we'll figure it out together. My goal is to start posting those audiobooks, like, if I can manage it, a week after each, like, actual chapter comes out. We will see if I can manage to keep that up. I haven't been able to do something special for my higher tier patrons for a long time, just because, well, between everything I do in my life, I, just have not had the energy to do so, but they've stuck by me, and I appreciate that. And something else that I wanted to mention is that, like, these short story versions of the chapters may not even be the finalized, finished versions as far as the books are concerned, specifically because I will end up in a situation where, as I continue editing and thing, I may have to find places where I can go back and add foreshadowing, or I want to adjust, sentence length, where editors come in and go, hey, you've made a monster of a run-on sentence here, you really need to pull this back, that sort of thing. So these are basically functioning as ways for me to get the ideas out into the public sphere at a reasonable pace, and then eventually collect them all into a shared book. And I am, even at this point, thinking about taking these to, like...
Hey, Mom!
Oh, hello?
Look at this cool animal I found.
Oh, that's an adorable little,
Can I keep
what is
it?
No, sweetie, no, we already have too many pets. Give me just a moment. Think of some fun facts to teach me about that, and I will be right with you, sweetie. But yeah, between this and the 7th book, which I hope is going to get an actual release this month, we'll see. There's still some editing hell stuff going on, and so like that's a bit of a nightmare. But we're working on it. But I really, really hope it gets released this month. It's been on the docket for literally years at this point, and I want it to have an actual release soon. So I may take some of my published work to various conventions and stuff around here. Because we discovered that some of the conventions that we've been looking at for other stuff, for like visual art and things like that, also have like authors' alleys. And so that would be a whole heck of a lot of fun to go and take my work to kind of get stuff further out there. I don't know. It's the kind of thing that I am at a point in my life where I am starting to struggle to put myself out there. Like, I am great at representing other people's work. But actually, you know, putting my own work out there has, for whatever reason, become a personal struggle over the years, and I do not know why. It's just how it is. I don't know, maybe I got used to being backstage a little bit too much. Who knows? Alright, I'm just gonna finish this up. And then we're gonna go see what the Fairlin has to teach us about whatever fuzzy, fluffy little creature he has found today. I don't think it was a chipmunk. It doesn't have the same coloration that I'm used to seeing on the chipmunks around here, but I don't know. It's early on enough in the spring that it might be that they don't have the correct... Well, you know, I guess we're late in the spring, early in the summer now, so they should have their, like, full non-winter coloration by now, so I guess it can't be one of those. But in any case, that'll be something to share with all of you when I get back. And I have just realized my pickaxe is also nearly broken, so we're going to be going back upstairs at some point soon anyway. Oh, no thank you. Quick. That in. Sup, bitch boys? Guess who just got out of prison? Oh no! Farmer Gata! Well, welcome. We are about to go take a quick commercial break, but I am super glad to have you here with me. And again, I do apologize for not thinking to grab the error code the other day when things went a little bit weird. My spouse had to be on a medical call fairly shortly after I got that error, and so I didn't think to grab it before I had to kind of like vacate the area. And yep, shows up, goes to commercial immediately. Yep, that's how that always works. Listen, it happens on your stream for me all the time, bud. So, you know, this is tit for tat. But anywho, everybody stand up, stretch, go refresh your refreshments. I will see you all after the 5-minute break, okay? So, be back soon. Alright, sweetie, so, it's not a chipmunk, but what is this? A lemming. Okay, that's a very different creature. This looks very small for one. I'm not what they're supposed to be. basic. I'm going to at least get this row done, or whenever my next pickaxe breaks, whichever comes first. Yep, there's that one. Okay, we'll finish out this block, thank you. And then we'll head back upstairs to refine these blocks and then hopefully get our layout done. So how are you doing this morning, Gata? I know you and beautiful wife are awaiting some medical news, but I'm not going to dox you on stream since I don't know how private you want to be about that. Although you have posted about it, so I guess you're not being super duper private about it, but I hope today's news goes well for you at the very least. But yeah, no, we were just talking about like publishing schedule for future short stories, the fact that I'm really hoping that my 7th book can be like publicly published this month rather than later, because the content of it has been what I would consider done for a while now, although it is still undergoing a little bit of editing and the cover hasn't come in yet. So I don't know, I'm just getting antsy about it, you know? Okay, so this whole section of the row needs to go away. Section on the other end of this doesn't. That's where I got myself offset before. I think. No, I am incorrect. This does also need to go away. And then I'll need to fill in more of the roof. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that lined up correctly? Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Here's where we're gonna get weird. Okay, let's see. Three and 4. Who is that? Hello, Toxan. Enjoy your lurk. Hope you're having a good day. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yep. trying to decide... You know what, honestly, I probably should just go ahead and pull the Brigador soundtracks off this. I recently learned some less than cool stuff about one of the devs, and while most of the team seems okay and neat, I don't know, it's bad enough that one of them is an utter jackass. Oh, that's not what I wanted to place there. Real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that real quick. So let's do that. Move from playlist. There we go. Okay, there we go. Basically, it's one of those things that, like, if you have already purchased and played Brigador, you know, go for it, but I don't necessarily want to represent their game on stream and accidentally cause new sales when I have learned, well, like I said, one of their developers is a jackass who, let's just say, in the most kindly way possible, does not support trans rights. Chalk. Oh, I still have more marble cobble here. Ah, and more volcanic cobble, yes. Okay, cool. Good to know. I'm still somewhat in the process of moving bases. Like, this is where my original base was. I'm assuming Gata is at least semi-busy, given what we know is going on in their life right now. So they may or may not be able to respond. Let's just go ahead and fill this in now so I don't have to do it later. Up, up, up. You know, if I had been smart, I would have grabbed more than one stack of dirt. But sometimes I am not the smart. Okay, this is gonna sound utterly wild as a statement unless you have played a lot of Kojima games. It is strange to me that this piece of music came from a Kojima game. Like, it tracks as a Western theme, so yeah, okay, that part makes sense because Kojima is a huge fan of Westerns. But just the sound of it is way too upbeat for what I would normally expect from a Kojima number. That is not a complaint, mind you. It's just a weird observation. It's a line from an abridged series that was popular when you were a teenager and therefore is a cultural reference you assume everybody recognized. Fair enough. Oh, which one is that? Oh, now I'm wondering which abridged series it is that you're referencing, because now that you've mentioned it's from an abridged series, it does sound familiar, but can't place it. But while you figure that part out, 50%. Oh my gods! Oh my goodness! What does that say? I don't know. We killed the Haru who could read. But so let's see. We're doing a basic announcer's test. This is one that was created for Radio City, New York in the early 1940s as a cold read test for prospective radio talent. You feel like that may not have reached Canada. So, it is an abridged series for an anime called Free, which is all about swimming. And yeah, it's a whole thing. But let's go ahead and go through this radio test. This was for people to kind of demonstrate their speaking ability and their breath control. Written for Radio City, New York. One hen, 2 ducks, 3 squawking geese, 4 limerick oysters, 5 corpulent porpoises, 6 pairs of Don Alverzo's tweezers, 7,000 Macedonians in full battle array, 8 brass monkeys from the ancient sacred crypts of Egypt, 9 apathetic, sympathetic, diabetic old men on roller skates with a marked propensity toward procrastination and sloth, 10 lyrical, spherical, diabolical denizens of the deep who all stall around the corner of the quo of the quay of the quivery all at the same time. The music makes this significantly more concerning, right? What horrible thing have I summoned from the quo of the quay of the quivery all at the same time? Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and fill this area in because we don't want some random thing spawning in the gap and turning into like a telltale heart situation where I can hear it bumping and thumping around in the walls, driving me mad. What? Okay, I'll worry about that gap later. But yeah, no, this is Baten Kaitos' soundtrack, and there's another soundtrack with an absolute banger set of themes. I have also been alerted, bumping and thumping you say, ooh, yeah. Oh, you know what? I should do some readings of, like, spoopy poetry at some point. Maybe for Halloween this year? That could be fun. Anything that gives me an excuse to read The Mask of the Red Death or Cask of Amontillado would be keen. You know what, let's just go ahead and clear out this back hallway as well. I have some friends who do a performed version of the Cask of Amontillado that is absolutely amazing. They base their performance styles off of Punch and Judy shows. And so, like oh my goodness, the poor fool who gets buried, spoilers for a several hundred years old poem, he is absolutely over the top in such a beautiful way. Like, enough that you can understand why the villain of the piece does what he does. Even if he's still not correct in doing it, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, that guy can be a little grating on the nerves. I can see why that would drive one to madness. Okay, realistically, there's only 3 more rows left here before we get to our current extent. But I think I'm going to leave those for later because I am out of repair kits and I have a lot of material to work with right now anyway. So let's head back up to the surface, see what we can see. I do need to make more repair kits. I think I've got enough leather for it back in my house base now. Is there anything I can leave off here? No, but I can pick all of this up. Continue the transit from one location to the next. Ooh, more berries. Berries? Berry! Let's drop that off. Well, there's another fun thing that I automatically did without thinking about it, that if you've ever played Fallout 3, you know what I was doing without even meaning to. Let's drop that off. This can move over to here. Let's see. This is wood and wood adjacent building materials. So these should not actually be in here. Where do those go? Right there. Do we have metals in any? Okay, yes we do. They shouldn't actually be in here. I'm gonna make a new chest for metals. Anything else I'm missing? No. Okay. So let's see. Can I actually make repair kits right now? I can. Neat. I almost never have enough leather, so actually kind of wild that I do have it right now. Three and 193. So I am going to have to come back for other materials at some point soon. But for now, let's just craft a bunch of this. And it can be converted into smooth stone if I need that later. This is the kind of marble I've been using. Volcanic cobble, there we go. Again, this is for my off-stream project, so I probably won't be working on that here today, but I may give you a tour. This here, and then that there. Okay. And how's the sun looking like in the sky? Okay, we're still in daytime, so whoop, back on. Zoop. So let's continue with our layout project. Come on, what is that? Ow, my knees. So we have baby chicken here. Why is there just a random mirror here? Oh! Ooh, there's more customization options now. Horns is fun. Do I want a hat? I don't really wear hats. But Probably. Look at the little mouse. Oh. There's a Midna hat. That's cute. Anything that's gray has multiple colors is an option. Ooh. Blah. Blah. That's fun. Honk honk. Body characteristics, huh? Oh, so I suppose this is going to be kind of where we have to come to change like heights and things at some point in the future. Possibly, yeah. Put on the cat ears. Oh no. Okay, hang on a second. Where were the cat ears? See, beige elf ears, corgi ears. No. Oh my goodness, it moves the earrings with it. That's cute. No. This feels like appropriate music for looking through all this sort of stuff. It's very just fun and bouncy. Ooh. You can do a part of that. Whoa, oh no. I got a little not safe for stream there for a second. Let's see, these are gloves and things. Oh, that's fun. Side bag could be nice. I'm not gonna, but it is there. Oh, okay, same stuff, just a different slot. Okay, noted. Noted. See, the wild thing is, I hid my outfit basically in one. Like I said, if I could have, like, belt pouches, that would be kind of nice. Baby Bjorn! Oh! Baby. Oh, that backpack is bigger than I am. fun. Very fun. Alright, so let's head back up to our bridge to nowhere. Well, bridge to somewhere. Bridge to the place that I'm going. Up. Do 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 do. Probably eat some berries about that lost health, shouldn't I? Alrighty, so let's get back to our layout. So we got our 5 basic dormitory rooms done over there. And then let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So, 1, 2, 3, 5 there. So 7 times 5 is going to be 35. Divided by 3 is going to be 10 and some. 11 and some, excuse me. So we'll go over by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This should be a double door. 8, 9, 10, 11. Math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 would be there. So then a wall is going to go here. Same depth as the last one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, thank you. So let's see, we have the viewing room here. And then realistically this should knock out by 1, maybe 2 blocks. Over by 1, 1, 2. And there's a wall there. Two, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I'm going to need to make some adjustments. Alright, I think I know what I'm going to do. Because this section... Oh my goodness! This section doesn't need to be as wide as the section over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this true to 3 block width. But we're going to come back to that tomorrow in-game because I can't see what I'm damn well doing now. And while it's nice to be able to gather a little more extra leather for more repair kits later, I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Oh, I should probably put torches up there. No, I'll do that tomorrow. Again, in-game, in-game. I feel like I say this every time a song from Paradise Killer comes up, but please go play Paradise Killer. It is absolutely worth your time, especially if you are of a certain age that remembers vaguely kind of living in places that still looked like the 80s, but a faded version of the 80s. Places that did not have the funds, let's say, to update themselves into the mid to late 90s. Because it will have that same sort of tired is the feeling, is the name of the feeling that I always think of, but it's not quite correct. It's the idea of things that used to feel luxurious now feeling restrictive, if that makes sense. Alright, so I said earlier that I might do a tour of this place later on down the line. I'm going to go ahead and set up torches in the next floor. The idea behind this build that I'm doing primarily off-stream is that it's supposed to feel like a floating upside-down castle. And so the idea is that, like, this is going to be the tallest tower of the castle, and once I get this one figured out, I will go back and fill in other towers around it. And that will eventually lead to me creating like an inverted kind of scooped hill on the other side, like on what is actually the top of this, but to make it look like somebody has like scooped up a castle from somewhere in the world and then placed it in the air upside down and just kind of left it to hang there. So I do have some safety railing in place that is a little bit of a break from that, but the idea is eventually I'm going to build like tables and chairs and things up on what is now the roof here, because that's what the floor was originally, and I would love to add like a fountain in the middle of the actual roof as well, where you can see like fencing and all that sort of fun stuff. But yeah, these stairs right here are what taught me very quickly that I have to be careful about where I dash, because yep, it's real easy to dash into midair by accident from those damn things. Ow. Here go my knees again. Okay, so let's go ahead and knock this wall down. And this one as well. And that should bring it in line with where we kind of expect everything to be. Except no, it doesn't. Okay, hang on a second. Because our dining room would be right about here. Okay, hang on, wait a second. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 5 is going to be 40, divided by 3 is going to be 13 in sum, if I've counted correctly. No, okay, calculator. Figure all that out. Yeah, 13 in sum, so if we just do 13 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 would put it there. Which would mean its wall actually could fit right there. Although... Alright, so I'm going to accept that this is just a difference from my actual floor plan. And that's fine. So we go over by 2. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Because this is a doorway out into the garden. So that's fine.
Mom,
hello?
have you seen Mr. Grumbles?
No, sweetie, I haven't. Where'd you lose track of her?
Can you help me find her?
Sure, give me just a moment, hon. So that's just an open pathway. We can do 2. Should lead up to there. Realistically, this... okay. Yeah, because then that should line up with that. And... stay there. That would lead basically straight over... here. Wait. Up. Or do I want to bump it over? Or... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. Okay, so this should be the back wall. That can't be the back wall unless I narrow this down a little bit. Because this is supposed to be a smooth wall all the way across. I think this one is just going to be a little bit less deep than our other dorm rooms. 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, it is. It's the same. It's just, I messed up my math earlier. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, that means that the structure for the dorms is basically done at this point. I just need to go back and enclose a couple of walls here and there. Excuse you. Yeah, I need to go and enclose a couple of walls here and there. I'll take care of the dormitory walls for now. Also got to extend the stable walls later, but I'm going to come back and do my family's apartments and our garden before then getting to the temples and then going back over to the stables. Okay, but before then, I need to go help find a skunk. So let's get to a safe zone real quick, at least up on top of the walls, before I go and deal with that. Alright, we are up on top of the walls. I'll go ahead and look out over what I hath wrought. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes, so stand up, stretch, do all that good stuff, and I will see you all on the other side of the commercial. Alright, sweetie. So let's see. We were working on starting laundry earlier. let's carry on from where we were. I do think I'm going to adjust the kitchen's like kick out. Viewing area. So yeah, my door placement is a little bit funky because of how that spacing worked out. But it is what it is. So realistically, that should be fair. But just that direction. Okay, no, never mind. So the reason I was considering doing that was because in our actual ground plan there is a kick out right here to allow for a stove's exhaust pipe to come out, but again, we're not worried about realistic things right now. We're just looking for an aesthetic. Unless... Again, these are normally too wide stalls to allow for accessibility because we do have... Oh, wait a minute. I put the stalls on the wrong side anyway. Because we have some rather large people who work for us, not the least of which is Alexia, whose room this is, who is our... Oh, well, actually, she's the one who's available today. She's our Naga. Easily, from top of head to tip of tail, I want to say about 15 feet long. So, as you can imagine, we need to provide a larger space for her to happily exist. Because otherwise, she would be a wee bit cramped. Okay, so viewing area. Right, the kitchen also has a door over here. This is kind of like a little kitchenette area. And then we have sort of a nice little meeting area. You know what? We could probably move this over now that I'm looking at it. Because this area, this space, is much, much larger than it needs to be on this ground plan. And the kitchen is supposed to be a little bit larger. Oh, wait, no, I've gotten things backwards. This is the makeup area. So this is basically where people can prep for the day. And then this is the kitchen and dining area. Still, I do think it's a little bit unbalanced. So let's move this wall over by 2 blocks. That also resolves the issue I was having earlier with this column being wider than it needed to be, because realistically it should line up with the split between the 2 rooms instead. So that now behaves nicely. Okay, that looks and feels a lot better. So then, okay, right, going off in that direction is my family apartments, which I guess we're going to get to right about now, aren't we? Okay, well, first things first, let's size out the garden, because that needs to be a square. So, okay. So this is one of the corners for that. So on our original map, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I want to say it's 16 by 16, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, yeah, 16 by 16 square on the original ground plan. So 16 by 5 is 80. Divide that by 3 is going to be 26 2/3. Barf. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 is going to be right there. Now, does that match nicely with what we've got going on over here? Because right now, I already have a door here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so we're going to lose 3 squares, and that's fine. I would rather not mess with construction over there that's already been done. But let's double check our maths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and alright, that should be good to go. And we're going to work out doors as we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times 5 is going to be 50. Divide that by 3 is going to be a gross number, so 16 and some change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 would put that wall here for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got that correctly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So 7 times 3 is, or 7 times 5 is going to be 35. Which, again, gross number should be 13 and change. Or is it 11 and change? And divided by 3, so yeah, 11 and change. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I guess the change will be the wall. Double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, I miscounted. This last one was 16 and change, so the change should have been the wall. You know, and here's the fun part. I have not been flagged for this particular series of songs yet, but I am realizing that it may be a little bit too loud in your ears, even with the synthesized vocals, so I'm going to adjust things a little bit. So it's not too bad on my side now, but you all let me know if that's still too loud on your side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be 30, so 1... Oh, it's too dark to work now. Okay. You currently can just hear it. Okay. So it's there in the background, but not like overwhelming my voice as I talk. Noted. Like, that's typically what I go for with background music and game music in general, but I can also bump it just slightly if you want me to. Or was that you can only hear the music and not my voice particularly well? Oh, I should probably close that door. There we go. No, I sound great. Okay, good. And then we slept. Next morning. Oh, somebody is cooking bacon, and I can smell it from where I'm at, and I am jealous, and now my stomach is rumbling. Nope. Where are you? So that's Lady Blue. Okay, I need to remove that. Are you? Where do I go? Follow the river. Where do I go? Follow the sun. I can't sing any more of that because I will get demonetized. Oh my goodness. I have so many things in this stream safe game soundtracks. Even with the stuff that I've been eliminating, it's estimated to be 2.9 days worth of content. Oh my goodness, is that close to the top? Yeah, it is. Wow. There we go. We have a whole debate with a few friends over the best way to cook bacon. Ooh, see, I am not the best cook in the world. I tend to just go for like skillet fried in its own grease if at all possible, because oof, oh. But if you wrap it around like a cornbread, like a cornmeal sort of thing, you can kind of create bacon wrapped cornbread in like a muffin tin, and that can be delicious. I had a whole, some say crispy, some say chewy. Ooh, see, I like it when it's kind of like in the middle between, like some parts of it are crispy and some parts of it are chewy. Candied is also fantastic. Ooh. You get some applewood smoked bacon, do the cornmeal thing I was talking about earlier, and then drizzle a little bit of like real maple syrup over it once it's done. Ah. Oh. I've made myself very, very hungry now. You're lucky you're stiff enough to stand on its own. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Oh, okay, actually, hold up. Oh, dang, adjusting the size of this down also moved where the walls need to be. Oh, shoot. 6. So that would be 30 down to 10 squares, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's annoying. If I move this door out by 3, that still leaves 2 blocks here. That's not really enough. And will probably be squished on the other side. Okay, I think I'm just gonna let this particular room shrink down a bit. And I'll revisit if I have to. Yeah, that feels a little bit small. Okay, hang on a second. I could potentially move this wall out by 1. Which does mean this will also need to be adjusted. Ah, beans. Okay, that brings it to a 24 by 24 instead of the 23 by 23 or the 26 by 26. So, again, neither of them are truly correct. But we are working on, unfortunately, very estimated spaces because there's not a good transition twixt the two. But that does actually make that door line up a little better anyway, because this door is supposed to be sort of offset towards this line anyway. That's going to mean that this needs to bump out by 1 more. Also that this needs to be bumped forward by 1. Okay. Oh, or, hang on a second. I actually leave this wall 1 further back because that helps to... It's not, again, not making the room perfect sized, but it does help it feel at least a little closer to the correct size. Okay. And then, let's see, the rooms on the other side of the hallway are 4 by 4, so that's 25 by 25. Or no, 20 by 20, excuse me. Which divides into 3 in a really gross number. I want to say it's 6 2/3. So, same line. So I'll start there. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is our interior space. A little bit further there. The hallway still ends up being wider than it needs to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 5, 6. And then we put the wall there. Oh, this wall should not line up, actually. Right here. Oh, why are you even in there? Something's not playing nice. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we are going to bring this out a little bit further and make these 7x7s instead. That out. Which really means that this entire thing can be taken down now. Three, 193. Okay. Boo! Back over here. Get my next set of thorium pickaxes because I am basically just working off of Goddess hand-me-down still. That whole crop of thorium pickaxes that I picked up from their stream about 2 weeks ago now? Maybe even 3. Time is an illusion. Lunchtime doubly so. So let's see, 226 I think should be just about every pickaxe in here. Basically, like, I'm trying to meter how damaged each of these pickaxes gets slowly over time. If you are not aware of it, basically every time that you repair something in Hytale, it gets a little bit less duration the next time you go through it. Or the next time that you repair it, I should say. Some simple life in there. Oh, the Cuphead soundtrack is so good. Like, this just sounds like something you could absolutely play on a Great Wurlitzer. And if you don't know what a Great Wurlitzer is, oh boy, oh, have you not experienced some of the astonishing silliness that is being able to play a whole symphony from one keyboard? Actually, Gaba, you might have, I don't know. There was a pizza restaurant that had a full-size Wurlitzer symphony in Florida for a while. I forget exactly where it was. But if you have not been to experience it yet, it is an experience, because if it still exists, which I hope it does, it is a whole fucking experience. Okay, so we got this. To look it up and see if that place is still open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the wall will be right there now. messes up the sizing as well. Because the third room's door is supposed to be directly across from this room's door. Ah, beans! Eh. Okay, you know what? Hang on. Let's check to see if I've even got enough space to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would be there. And 2. So this would have to be the back wall there. And this is a closet space. Okay. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right. Something somewhere is off. Wait. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This hallway is wider than it needs to be, so let's see, we've got 1 room, 2 rooms, 3 rooms. So I could theoretically adjust how these are sitting. This is the proper size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put that wall there. You know what? I should have started building this from the corner instead of building it from the middle and just compressed towards the center. That would have been smarter of me. Wait, no, that one could have stayed actually. I'm going to be fine with those doors being offset. I'm going to tell myself I'm fine with it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I tell myself enough that I'm fine with those doors being offset, it will become fine that those doors are offset. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So 1, 2. 3 rooms, bathrooms and closet again. And this door is lined up with others. And we're just gonna go across the hallway. This basically just continues all the way down the hall. And this is going to be obnoxiously large for what it actually needs to be. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's 7 by 8. So 8 goes into 5 is 40, which then ends up being 13 and some change. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and some change. So we've got room for a whole ass other room in here. So even if this wall moved out 2 more spaces, there would still be an odd amount of room here. Like we could narrow this hallway up. It's really only supposed to be 2 blocks wide, so about 10 feet wide, which would be 3 blocks here. Like, for instance, that door is actually supposed to line up with this wall here. But, like, there's also supposed to be a table right here, and... I mean, I guess I could move it out by 1 more? Yeah, because if I use a 1 wide table here instead of a 2 wide, that should be fine. So now we're looking at a 25 by 25 garden instead of the 26 by 26. So we're still not up to quite proper dimensions, but we are getting there. Work today's been a comedy of errors. Uh-oh. Walk us through what you can walk us through, Kiwi. What silliness has occurred? Oh, that's where that block came from. Someone deleted half your files from the server. Oh no! Please tell me they were backed up elsewhere. Because otherwise, that's a horrifying thought. I guess I can adjust that. It doesn't really matter on the kitchen side. Like, we've still got plenty of space on this side, so that works for me. Then during recovery, the internet went down. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, that sounds awful. And now the person who's scared of heights is going to the roof to fix it. Uh-oh. You offered to go instead, but he declined. Oh, no. That sounds like somebody who feels like he's being manly. And I hope he ends up still safe for his troubles. All right, let's head back this a ways. Oh, hello.
Hey, hun. Can I borrow you for a second?
You can borrow me anytime you like, stud.
Um, hmm. Ha.
All right. Yeah, sure. Just let me get back to the house. I was just about to take a break anyway. This is all after the delivery company once again tried to deliver something to the office at 8 p.m. last night. Why? Was it FedEx? Well, no, you're in Canada, so I guess it wouldn't be FedEx. But like, there has been a market uptick in delivery companies just doing the absolute worst possible thing, and then using the excuse of, oh, well, you weren't there or whatever lately, and it is super duper annoying. Either Dragonfly or Intelcom. Intelcom I'm familiar with, Dragonfly I am not. So, oh wait, actually, oh, well, yeah, I'm gonna leave at night while I go on break, and then if more time still needs to pass, I will pass it when we get back. So, they've both done it this week. Oh, gross, 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 gross. But yeah, if there's anything else, one of them tried to deliver on what? Huh? All right, well, that's kind of weird. I mean, cool if it was residential, but not for a business. Anyway, everyone go stand up, stretch. I'm gonna go see what V actually needs. I'm sure it's just a normal business thing, but yeah. I'm gonna run a commercial while we're away. I will see you all on the other side. So, what can I do for you? Ooh. Oh, hello. Hi there. Hello, 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 Miss Reto. How are you doing today? Hope you had a good stream. How was Chrono Trigger? We are going to be continuing with a project in Hytale once I set it to daytime. I am recreating the Come and Go Tavern in a block game. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Sheela Ornthalis. I run the Come and Go Tavern here in the town of Hope, in the world of Vania. Let's see, who was on, let's see. Well, today's kitchen special was, oh goodness, I've completely forgotten what the kitchen special today was. Let me double check my menu. Right, waffles with a fruit bar, and Alexia was currently available for a full service package, if you know what I mean. But yeah, no, we are just rebuilding a copy of the Come and Go in Hytale, which means that I am translating my original drafting for a 5x5 grid into what's roughly a 3x3 grid. It's not a true 3x3. I think as Kiwi pointed out, it's actually closer to like 2'8" than 3x3, but you know, it is what it is. The math has gone a little bit squiffy either way. But of course, if you also need to raid and run Rito, I completely understand why. I am often a lurker after streams, so I fully understand. Because yeah, streaming is tiring. It's almost like this takes a lot of work to do, you know? Whee! Ow, my knees. Okay, so we already finished the dormitories earlier. Right now we are laying out my family's apartments. And kind of fiddling with the amount of space, because like this big square here is going to be a garden. The closest estimation for what its size should be would be like 26 2/3 by 26 2/3. It's a giant square, but that's not going to work out because of how everything else needed to be settled. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, I want to say we settled it out to a 25 by 25 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, 25 by 25 now. This wall continues across. So this is also supposed to be a fairly square room. Let me double check that that's actually still the case. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right there. Okay, so yeah. This is this sort of gathering area for when we host employee parties and other get-togethers and stuff like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 5 is going to be 20 divided by, it's going to end up being 6 and some change. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That. The door can be there-ish into the garden. That works for me. It's close enough. Oh no, it is actually supposed to be in the middle of the wall. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay, so there's no way I can make that perfect. No worries. I am fine with it being there. First to the bedroom. Second to the bedroom, so that's fine. Third bedroom. And fourth there. Really, one of these is actually an empty playroom. Because we were originally going to give... well, we were only expecting 4. And then this was going to be the playroom. Back when we initially designed the keep. And then there was a surprise 5th in the brood, as it were. And so we had to do some reorganization These three ended up being the girls' room, and then this larger room ended up being the boys' shared bedroom, and then this is used as kind of like a playroom and storage room nowadays. Although realistically, they play all up in here. That's fine. And scale-wise, this is going to be bigger than V&I's actual room is, but I think there's not really much I can do about that. 1, 2, oh wait, I can just do this. Pop, pop, and we'll do it as 3 block out, and then this ends up being blocks straight across for the walls of the library. See, 3 becomes 15, becomes 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, and then we're going to close that. So there's the entryway. This is our bathroom and bathing room. Yeah, this is way bigger than it actually needs to be. This door is actually supposed to be kind of in the middle of this wall. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna make this room 1 block bigger than it actually is in my original plans. It's fighting the conversion between that 5x5 to 3x3 that I mentioned before, but then also the fact that these blocks are 3 foot thick instead of the standard like 6 inches thick. Well, 5.5 inches. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, actually that makes that less convenient, believe it or not. Well, hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could just move the door by 1 space. Leave it at that. Or I could make this room a little bit smaller and move it an additional space. Actually, an additional 2 spaces. So no, this is about the right size of a room for 2 people to be in close quarters right now. So I think I'm going to leave this as it is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This just goes all the way over. One, 2, 3. 5 is 15, so again we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a set of double doors, since this is on the dormitory side of things. Okay, that actually lines up nicely with how it's supposed to. Okay, so rooms-wise, everything is now laid out for the main tavern. In spaces, let's head back over to the stables. Let's see, so that's going to be 4 spaces there. I do it 3, 1, 3, block, 3, block. Okay, that works perfectly there. Yep, that should convert to 5 blocks. So there are standard stables there. This is 6 blocks, which is a little bit off for what it should be. I think I'm going to be fine with that. Oh wait, actually, you know what? It would be better to figure things out. Or distance from that wall rather than figuring the other way. 1, 2, 3. Okay. About there is going to be okay. It's well enough for me. Up, up, up. Okay, so that's good there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, we're going to leave 3 with space. 3, 4, 5. Do we have enough space for as many stables here as I would have? No. I may actually need to narrow this down a little bit to do that. Okay, so those 3 stables are now the size that I want them to be. This is more of a, like, you could squeeze through here with a horse, but that's a little narrower than I would like it to be. And again, it's just because we lost a block somewhere along the way due to conversions. Goes into the smithy. 4, so I'm going to put all here. And then about halfway down that wall, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. And that goes over into the Nart's home. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So realistically, this should actually be one further over. There we go. I know! It's so upsetting, isn't it? And see, here is why I need to find like some actual like full-sized gates, because there is supposed to be a gate in this wall right here. But oh well, c'est la vie. Okay, so the actual come and go is now fully laid out. Let's head over to the temple and see what needs to be done over here. So once again, go, okay, so this is kind of a coat room of sorts. 2, 3, 4, 5, so 1, 2, 4, 5, and then the ball can go there. People can mill about in here, leave things as they need to. This should go out about the same distance. Do I want to do that as a twofer or a threefer? Okay, that's we'll do that as a threefer. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. So here's where things start to get a little bit wibbly. I am going to base the size of the actual worship area off of the amount of space that Elena gets for her private quarters. Let's see, there's the viewing room. On my plans, it's 10, so approximately 3 blocks in. 1, 2, 3. Realistically, this door is actually 2 blocks wide, but I need that for spacing purposes. This row goes all the way across to the outer walls. There's a window in this wall. It's neither here nor there. Washroom. It's over. Additional 1, 2, 3. Next wall should be there. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So this will go over an additional 1, 2, 3. This is going to be a set of stairs down into the storage area that she's built out for herself. Which means that this can go here. See, 4 turns into 20. Into a very annoying number. 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that's the wall. Middle of this wall, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This block and this block get knocked out. Bop. Bop, bop. Ba, 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 da, ba. This is the door into the back area. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 makes the most sense. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm starting to get myself turned around now, so let's double check. This wall continues out to here. Yeah, that makes sense. 2. Right, it would be 3. 2, 3. Okay. That should be everything. So, this is her private, preparation area. Then Elena and Lamont's bedroom. Stairs downward, washroom over there, kind of a museum. Her library here. This is the doorway into the hall, and then this would be like a private service and worship area, and then the public service and worship area. Okay, so that means that all of the layout for the Hytale version of the Come and Go is now done. So let's head up to my secondary project. Actually look at it from above, because I'm curious to see what it looks like. We're gonna go upstairs. Way up here. Wow. Okay, that actually looks really cool. It's wild seeing the whole thing just out there in the world, you know? And it looks about right, too. Like some of the, like I've mentioned several times, some of the measurements are a little bit off, but I think it's about as accurate as we possibly could have gotten it, given the shape of the terrain, the differences in measurements, and the thicknesses of walls. So I think that's about as good as that can get. And over there is the house, and then a little further that way even, see that really tall tree right there, is my very first base in the game. So scale is going up basically every time I build something, but this one, like I was going to say, this is probably going to be my biggest scale thing. It's going to take up the biggest footprint for certain. But then the thing I'm standing on right now, which is currently just a personal project, is almost certainly going to be a bigger build in the end. But that's for another day. Oh, something else to point out, Kiwi. I changed how the windows are working, so instead of being 2 by 3 windows, they're now technically 3 by 3 windows, or 3 by 4, and I've replaced the step units at the bottom with half blocks, and then done half blocks along the sides to still make them 2 blocks wide. And I think it unifies the look of the wall a lot, since there aren't really any stair units that have that sort of smooth stone look right now. And if y'all want to see how bad of an idea this is, yeet! Fully half my life bar. Oh, the skybox in this game is gorgeous. You know, I wonder if they used actual astronomical data. Almost said astrological there. Astronomical is correct, but, you know. Or if they just randomly generated a nighttime sky. Alright. So let's... Real quick, I'm curious. Okay, so those do look decent on the top. They have the same top texture as the standard smooth block. Oh, I'm gonna need so much more stone. Oh, I'm gonna need so much more stone. It's gonna be an inadvisable amount of stone that I need. But let's start laying out layers. Oh, I should have brought some of that along. Oh well. We'll just focus on second layers for now. And then once I run out of this, I will have to go back down into the mines. Am I remembering correctly that this past October we got a new update for World of Horror? I feel like the creator added a bunch of new scenarios and some visuals to the game, but I could be remembering incorrectly. I know we're going to be getting DLC for Demon School. I don't know if I will be able to play that on stream or not. It kind of depends on how much longer it takes me to finish the game, where in the game the DLC actually ends up starting, if I've like surpassed that point in the game by then. But, you know, we'll play it by ear, as it were. Also, the new game from the creators of Valhalla is going to be coming out soon, capital S trademark. I don't remember the actual release date, but if you've played Parasite Eve, it's directly inspired by Parasite Eve. So I am very, very excited for that. Because that was one of those PlayStation 1 era horror games that I got to play at a relative's house, and thus never finished myself. And I am extremely excited to actually get to play a game in that genre, in that vibe, however you want to describe it, from start to finish. Oh wow, are we even going to have enough to finish these outer areas? Yes. Well, not finish, but, you know, get this second layer up. Here is where I have to start caring about layout again, because this does need to have a window. So, like that. And it's a pretty wide window, too. So that looks about right. Yeah, that looks about right. Hopefully the dynamic windows that we have going on in this game will allow for that. I guess we'll find out when I start laying stuff out, because I know I can do like 3x3s. So I may need to adjust the size of this one down if that's not the case, but you know, we'll get there when we get there. Entryway there. In fact, let's go around while we've still got a little bit of stone and set up all of these entryways. I know, life is so upsetting, isn't it, Doe? I forgot that there's supposed to be a door back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 times 5 is going to be 25. That's not going to work nicely. What is that? 7 something? 5 by 3, 8 1/3. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, those doors are offset about as much as they should be. Well, I'll give it one more block. Oh, and there's also supposed to be one over there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 times 5 ends up being 30, so 10 blocks. That one goes easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get directly inside, or you can get directly outside from the library. Hello, Cloud. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. We have finished up our actual layout for the come and go, and now I'm just kind of like setting down. Whatchamacallit? Like kind of entrance and exit stones. Doing maths as meditation exercise? Kind of, yeah. Like, I'm the kind of person who makes spreadsheets for fun, so yeah. Alright. So, what I could do is I could go down to the mine and wrestle up a whole bunch more stone. Or I can head back over to the house and pick up all of the... I think it was deadwood? I forget what it's called. But I picked it up when I was on Kiwi's stream the other day when we were doing like the cool dungeons and things. Spreadsheets are fun. Yeah, kind of. I get those at work. Yeah. Like, if God is still around, God can back me up on the fact that, like, when I say that I do spreadsheets for fun, like, I'm not joking. I, at one point, made an entire spreadsheet because I wanted to have a visual representation of how the dice rolling statistics for Forged in the Dark games work. Because there was a discussion happening on his server, and I was like, you know, what are the actual odds on these rolls? I want to know. And then very quickly, like, kicked out some automation to actually show what the odds of rolling criticals and things are in that game. Ooh, do I want to go for this super dark lumber as the flooring? It's... So, in the actual CNG, the lumber is a darker version of brown, but it's not quite this dark. Let's make a few of them and test to see what it looks like. Excel's your favorite video game. Using it for work does less than the amount you use it personally, though. Yeah, fair enough. You do that for genetics and anything you see as a pattern. Yep. That's a very dark surface. I hate
to interrupt your stream,
no,
my little flower.
You're fine.
But there's a customer issue out front.
Oh, are we little issue, big issue? What are we going to be dealing with here, hun?
Just the former.
Okay, fair enough. I'll be with you as soon as I can. Give me a moment. Alright, you know what? I think I am going to go ahead and use this for the floors in the CNG, even though the brown doesn't completely match, simply because we have so much of it, you know? And I'll come back with a different color for the stage, maybe. Really help that stick out, you know? Where did I put... There, did I put that? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and convert, like, 6 of these stacks to begin with. And then I'm gonna go hang out in the house for this short break. If you need to try each wood type, you officially have your wood storage room set up and have some of each wood type. No, that's fine. I'll try out a lighter wood for the stage, just so that there's a visual difference between the standard floor and the stage floor. I can live with the floor in the tavern being a little bit darker in the game than it is IRL. He doesn't hate that, but he does it on purpose. Well, you know. But no, I'm pretty sure that this is just a business thing. Everybody stand up, stretch, refresh your refreshments, and I will see you all on the other side of the commercial once I have dealt with whatever's going on with this customer, okay? So, all right. All right, hun. So, is this a pricing issue? Is somebody upset that their favorite person's not available? What am I walking into here? back out for our final segment of the day. Figure we'll go ahead and get some flooring done. We'll see how far these 6 stacks get us. And that'll help us sort of define the space even further. Wait, hang on, what is this from? Oh, that was from the Twilight Princess orchestral album. Okay, again, that was another one of those like Nintendo Power exclusive albums, so I'm not shocked that it didn't pull the art automatically. I'm not even sure it ever actually officially got art. Like, half of the soundtrack albums that I have don't even have official, like, things because they weren't, like, they weren't officially distributed stateside, and or they're old enough that they don't have official entries on iTunes. Alright, so, let's see. Alright, so the main part of the tavern got wood floors. It's just the kitchen, the private dining area that got stone floors. Oh, this is always gonna look and or feel weird. Oh, I'm gonna have so much more dirt. I know, it's awful. I wish that my subtitles would pick up on the dough noises and just do, like, in brackets, dough noises. That would be very funny to me. You know what, now that I think about it, these blocks that are in the actual doorways should also be stone blocks. So I'm gonna leave those as dirt for now. I know, it's awful. We're just gonna blaze through this entire hallway in one go, I think. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, by the time I get back, it might be time to actually go to sleep. Just to make sure that we're not working in the dark, you know? Apparently the Nintendo Direct happened while I've been streaming, which would explain kind of where everybody is. Because, like, these Tuesday streams don't ever have a ton of people hanging out in them because they are right in the middle of a workday and it's the middle of the week, so people are actually trying to pay attention to their jobs. I understand. But usually I've got 1 or 2 additional people, so I'm guessing that everybody's probably watching the Nintendo thing right now. Okay, yeah, no, we definitely need to go reset the time of day. I don't mind the rain, it's the nighttime that I mind. But apparently we've gotten some interesting news vis-a-vis, like, there's going to be an Ocarina of Time remake, which, Like, they've released that game over and over and over again on every console they've released it for. And the Switch 2 seems to be the time for properly remaking a lot of N64 games, apparently, so... I don't know. I don't know. Like, I have seen exactly one screenshot, and it was, like, in a thread on Discord, so... I don't know about the new visual direction for it. But apparently it's going to be going in a similar direction as the new Star Fox game does, which honestly, that one has grown on me. So there's a possibility that I might be okay with this new remake of the Zelda game. And I'm going to call it the Zelda game at this point because, like, as much as Tears of the Kingdom did a lot of good for the series, I think Ocarina of Time, given the number of times it's been re-released at this point, is more recognizably the Zelda game. You know what I mean? There. Do I need to make anything before I go back over? I guess I could make one more stack of... Oh, well, you know, we've only got 3 more stacks of this kind of lumber, so... Let's just go ahead and convert all of them over. And let me take a look at... Does the fir log and the poison log and the oak log turn into as slabs? So fir is just a hardwood slab. Oak. Oh, I don't mind the oak half slabs. It's not quite what I'm going for. What about poison logs? Okay, no, poison logs don't really turn into anything. So fir might be the best option. Let's take a look at the beech log. Ooh, you could do parquet. But that would be at the same level. And I'm gonna want the bump up. Alright, I'll probably go for hardwood then, since that's lighter than the deadwood planks, but not super duper light. Just to see, just to see. Oh yeah, no, the aspen, no. Again, it looks nice, but no, it's too light. Was there a way to make those using the standard? Okay, there is. I'll just go ahead and make 2 stacks of those. That should be good enough for our stage. My mental scale may not be 100% there. I may need to come back and make more of those, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Cross that bridge when we reach it, as it were. Oh, and over into the Battletech soundtrack. Oh, this is such a good soundtrack. Oh yeah, no, under like strong lighting conditions, this is, again, it's a little bit darker than I would like, but it's just about perfect. I think it would be just as far off but in the other direction if I used a different kind of lumber. So this works beautifully well. Swap those out. And we'll finish out this hallway. Now I know that Garrod, who is the main artist behind the Valhalla soundtrack, just released a new album a couple of days ago. I got an email about it from Bandcamp. But I don't know what the game that he's working with now is. I do wonder if he worked on the new 45 Parabellum soundtrack, which is the Parasite Eve-like game from the Valhalla devs. It's going to be coming soon. TM. Oh wait, let me not be stupid about this. Let me take advantage of Hytale's absolutely amazing, like, sticky block building. Oh. Nice. Oh, I'm gonna need so much deadwood. Kiwi, if you're out there, I may have a place to use all of the deadwood that we keep accumulating, or that you keep accumulating. I thought that I had grabbed enough of it when we were in that dungeon the other day. But, nope. Looks like I did not. Once I get this main room cleared out, I will sort of size up where our little stage is in the main tavern. It's roughly where I'm standing right now in the game, but, you know, resize things as needed. I am super happy that Crypt of the Necrodancer's crew keeps figuring out new ways to sort of expand that IP. Like, they did that essentially Link to the Past version of the game, which is super duper fun if you're trying to try out like a different way. Like, if you've played A Link to the Past and you love A Link to the Past, definitely try out the Crypt of the Necrodancer version. Because it turns it into a rhythm game, and it is such a cool little concept. But they've done a couple of actual sequels now. There's like a Guitar Hero-like. It's very, very fun. It's such a fun concept, and I'm glad that they figured out ways to continue using it in ways that keep the series fresh, while still leaning into the rhythm game aspect of it, you know? For anybody who's still thinking about trying out Marathon, it is on free now until, like, today was originally supposed to be the last free day of the run, but it is free to play until the 11th now. I was describing it to Kiwi on her stream the other day. I kind of describe it as an archaeological extraction shooter. At least that's how I play it. It is, you can just play it as like your standard Escape from Tarkov or Arc Raiders style extraction shooter if you want to. But for me, it's more interesting to like go through the world trying to stay alive as we figure out what went wrong on this colony. There is so much lore and interesting information hidden sort of in the nooks and crannies of the world. And I know I'm going to be amused by it for quite some time to come. I am not a good first-person shooter player. I am terrible at those games, but it is very, very satisfying to go into a map and walk out with like lore items that then teach me more about the world and what happened to the people living in it. And I do wish I had more people I could play with. But, you know, it's as the case may be. Thought I was going to be able to get one of my friends into it, but it turns out that the game, currently at least, cannot run on Linux because of some decisions that Bungie have made that are piss poor decisions in my opinion. But then again, they are currently owned functionally, if not wholly, by Sony. So it was going to be a console game, which granted does mean it also gets to be on Windows. But then there's also just the fact that, like, Bungie games have historically had major problems with cheating. Looking at you, Destiny 2 assholes, and before then Halo assholes, and basically just anybody who wants to gain an advantage other than getting good. And this is not me being salty about dying again. I accept the fact that I am not a first-person shooter gamer. Not really. I am competent at first-person shooters, but I'm not good at them. But it is very annoying that as a result of people's actions, we are not able to we're not able to play together. That's sad. Alright, so let's take a look at how big the stage is. What are our actual measurements? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide, so 25 foot wide by about 15-ish feet deep. Here. No, I should probably make that 3. So 25 goes from being 5 blocks wide to 25 blocks, or 25 feet, and then divide that by 3. Ends up being, what, 9 and some change? No, that's wrong. 8 and some change. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and some change. So 3 blocks from that door, 3 blocks from this door. Okay, that does make sense. I like that. By 15, so this should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could go an additional block in depth because I know the depth of the stage is actually closer to like 18 feet. Oh, excuse you? But I want to make sure first that, well, we've got enough space for tables out here. Yeah, because there needs to be like 2 rows of tables here. So yeah, we'll leave that for now. I may come back to that. Oh well, you know what? I don't really have a choice on that, do I? I've used up all of my materials. So I guess that's the size of the stage then. Okay, well, I guess that's that. Alright, well, you know what? Let's continue into this zone. I suppose the stone I'm breaking up here can be used to turn into more like step blocks. Stepping stones? Stepping stones, that's the word I was looking for. Like hard concrete flooring. Stone flooring, as it were. Hello, Moral Compass! How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm just kind of yammering to myself at this point because I think everybody is at work on a Tuesday like normal, and then other people are distracted by like the Nintendo announcements that just came out. So I'm just kind of yammering to myself and hoping that people are being entertained out in the world. We have finished basic layout of the Come and Go Tavern. And now I am moving on to like doing flooring and stuff like that. Good yammering, I hope. Yep. No, I haven't. Thankfully, I have not had the kind of day that allows me to get into a mood. Capital A, capital N. N? M. You know what I mean.